Good morning, everybody. This is Jeff on Walk and Talk with Jeff. I want to tell you a real quick story this morning that come to my mind last night while I was sitting watching TV. We had an officer, a big fella, 350 pounds, maybe 400 pounds, big guy. He had a bad heart, and he's the focus of the story. Had an inmate out on the yard, broke his arm, terribly broke his arm in two places. I was the chief of security at this time, and I was the duty warden staying late that night. I had to always stay till 6 o'clock when you were the duty warden. They bring this guy to the healthcare unit, so I walked over there because I heard all the ruckus on the radio. I get over there and this guy's arm looks like a U. It was broken in two spots, looked bad. He was in tremendous pain. Call an ambulance to bring the guy, take the guy to the hospital. The ambulance comes in, backs up to the door to pick the inmate up. We get the inmate loaded on the cart, and I looked up the sidewalk. Here comes a couple officers bringing Big Frank, was his name, bringing Big Frank up the walk. Big Frank was pale as a ghost. He'd thrown up on his way there, and he was holding his chest. He was having a heart attack. I immediately looked at the ambulance driver. I said, "Get him out, get the inmate out of the ambulance, and let's get Big Frank in there right now." He said, "Nope, can't do that, sir." Said, "You're gonna have to call another ambulance." I said, "No, you're not listening. He's having a heart attack. We're getting the man to the hospital." He said, "I can't do that, sir." I looked over a couple of my officers. I said, "Get him out of the ambulance now." So a couple of officers grabbed this inmate, and the inmate was saying the whole time, "Mage, that's fine with me, Mage. That's fine." He said, "That's fine. I'll catch the next bus. It ain't no big deal for me, man." He said, "Let's get Big Frank to the hospital." This ambulance driver kept on arguing. Didn't matter. I overruled him. We pulled the guy out, put Frank in, and got in the hospital, and basically saved his life because they said another 5 minutes, Big Frank would have been dead because he had had a heart attack. Called into the warden's office the next day because, of course, this ambulance driver had to call and snitch. Well, when he did, the warden called me and asked me what happened. I told him. The warden looked me right square in the eye, and he said, "Great job, Major. Great job." So that's my quick story for the day. Join me on my walks with Walk and Talk with Jeff, and I will ask you to like, subscribe, and comment on my page. Have a good day.